Let me start by thanking the Radcliff Women's Network for hosting the first political forum of this season, and thank all the candidates for their presence here. Most of all, excuse me, to thank you all for thinking enough of the political process to be here tonight to hear candidates speak. My name is Edward L. Palmer, Sr. I moved to Radcliff 19 years ago. I have 2 children, 6 grandchildren. I'm married to the beautiful Elizabeth sitting in the audience, and we've been married 33 years. Since coming to Kentucky, I've been appointed by the last 3 governors to the Kentucky Juvenile Justice Advisory Board. This board advises the governor and the legislature on issues related to juvenile justice. I chair the subcommittee on equity and justice for all youth. This committee seeks to eliminate disparities in the juvenile justice system. My most recent accomplishment was testifying last week before the Senate Judiciary Committee concerning Senate Bill 270, a bill drafted on the basis of recommendations that I made to the Juvenile Justice Oversight Council last August. I spent the year on the Federal Advisory Council advising the President and the Congress on issues related to the federal juvenile justice system, representing Kentucky on that body. For 19 years, I've had the opportunity to serve the citizens of Radcliff in many different capacities. Through social outreach programs like the food pantry that gives food on a daily basis to those in need in our community. Through our transitional housing programs that provide shelter and case management for those that are homeless and in transition. I've worked with law enforcement, social services, the judiciary, and many other agencies in the community to try and make Radcliff a better place for all who live, work, and visit our community. As we move forward in this political process to elect the next city council, let me remind you that according to KRS 91A, the mayor is the executive authority and the city council is the legislative body. This system is set up with certain powers and authorities given to the mayor and certain powers and authority given to the council. Our system of government at every level is set up in a way to create a balance of power and to prevent a tyranny from developing. This leads me to my first question tonight, and that is, I want you to consider, and that is, I want you to think about who will those you elect to the city council work for? Who will those 6 seats you feel, who will they work for? Will they work for the citizenry, or will they work for the executive officer? Well, the answer to this question is easy to find. Simply go by the clerk's office and ask for a copy of the candidates' nomination forms. And you'll discover what I discovered, and that is the attempt of the mayor to engage in what I call political engineering. By hand-picking, and nominating individuals he wants so that they may accomplish what he wants. And the mayor, based on his nominations of some, gets the council he wants, then we will have what the Founding Fathers sought to prevent, and that is a government structure well on its way to becoming a tyranny. So please do your due diligence and inform your decision by knowing who's running for the offices on behalf of the mayor, or who's running for the city. Second question I want to answer tonight is, what will Councilman Palmer do for the citizens of Radcliff? I will continue to oppose raising your property taxes. As long as we're putting away in excess of $100,000 a year in surplus dollars, I will continue to oppose raising the taxes. 3 times I pushed back against a motion to accept the compensating rate, which would have resulted in a tax increase. What will I do if we're elected? I will continue to fight for transparency in government, as I did when there was an attempt to destroy videotapes of the recordings of the city council minutes. As I did when I exposed the contractual relationship between the city and another elected official with a contract company on paper only, but yet he was able to get hundreds of thousands of dollars in city contracts without a bidding process. I will continue to push back when I see the chief executive officer of this city intimidate citizens who feel powerless to fight against City Hall. ask you to consider voting for Edward L. Palmer on May 17th. Number 7 on the ballot, that's Edward Palmer without a K. Number 7 on the ballot. Thank you.